What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are coming off of a third straight massive day that we've had for our MLB props. Unfortunately, yesterday's video got removed for community guideline violations. I'm not exactly sure what happened to my video. I tried to appeal it. It didn't come back, so unfortunately, I will not be able to pick a winner from the comments to win a free month. But I even put the link in to try to pick from the 10 comments I had to pick a winner from those. It wouldn't let me. It just said video not found, so I can't do that. What I am going to do, guys, is if this video gets 350 likes, I will pick 2 people from the comments down below to win a free month of VIP. So make sure you guys do smash the like button, drop a comment. I know you guys can get that like threshold. You do it all the time. And yeah, make sure you just leave a comment if you want a chance at free VIP. And I do apologize for no video from yesterday. But yesterday, like I said, was green. So let's take a look at some of these wins. These are all from yesterday, guys. Every one of these slips from yesterday. This is for the slips from the day before. These are the slips from the day before. These last 3 days on Prizepicks and Parlay play have been insane. So we can take a look at these slips, and I'll do a quick disclaimer. I found a prop that I've been playing a lot of that the payout is horrendous on. So you're going to see these 5-man slips for 4-man slips for double ups, and a lot of you aren't going to like it. I personally don't care. If I'm picking 4 props that are cashing and I'm doubling my money, I'm doing that. The ROI on that is insane. I'm going to continue to do that every single time. So for the ones who don't like double up slips, you're not going to like these. But you can see 4-mans, 150 to win 300, 175 to 150, 100 to 200, 100 to 200. This is over on Sleeper. 75 for 250, 75 for 160. Then we get down to Parlay play. I played my $250 slips, 250 for 525. 250 for 440, which was less than a double up. That one I did take a really bad payout on, but it paid off. I mean, I made $200 on it. 75 for 161, 75 for 154, 75 for 153, 75 for 148. It was green, guys. If you want to get every single slip that we post, join our Discord or our WAP. The WAP link is down in the description. For $10 a week or $25 a month, you get every single play that we have. That's less than $1 a day if you go the monthly route. Would love to have some more from some new faces in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, it is free to join. And one last thing, you guys can get a free month if you sign up for any partnered app. So we got Parlay Play, Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Better, NOVIG, and Dabble. Any of those 7 apps will get you a free month of VIP. They do stack. You can get up to 7 full months for free. You just sign up for the app using our code, make the minimum deposit, and we get you added. So just want to throw that out there, guys, if you guys do want to do that. Or you can wait and see if you can get your name picked from the comment picker, whichever one you guys prefer. The app I recommend you guys play is Parlay Play, one of my favorite apps on the board. Highly recommend it. And yeah, guys, right, code Fantasy Aces will get you the free month for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into some of these picks, guys. So we got a new series. One of the best series so far, probably going to be the best. I mean, we had a Nuggets versus OKC, which is phenomenal. We've had some good ones already, but I'm excited for this one. So we got the Timberwolves facing the Thunder. Thunder are at home tonight. First 2 games are going to be in OKC. This game is probably going to be very competitive. Minnesota is plus 272 favorites. I don't know, man. That's disrespectful. I think this could be a little bit closer than these spreads. This spread and these odds predict. So my thought on this game. So let's look at the public betting first. So 49% of bets are going to be on Minnesota money line. So a lot of people like the money line on this one. 53% of the money, So more money is on Minnesota than on OKC, which is crazy, especially OKC being at home. OKC did struggle versus the Nuggets, but the Nuggets are not a sleeper team. The Nuggets are not some crappy team that OKC should have walked all over, in my opinion. So I think that series should have been competitive. I'm glad it was. The more money, obviously, on Minnesota spread because it's plus 7.5. Now, what I like for this, I'm not touching the game total. I might run a little bit of Minnesota money line just for the plus money, but I don't know that they're going to win. I think OKC probably has the best chance to win it all, but we'll see what happens with the T-Wolves. T-Wolves could surprise me, but I like Minnesota plus 8.5, so I'm buying 1 extra point, minus 124 odds. We can come to the head-to-head. So they've cashed it 88% of games versus OKC. The only game they missed was back in 2023, so last season in December. So every game this season they've had, which is 4 games so far this season, they've covered the spread. So 6.5 they covered, the 9.5 they covered, 9 they covered, plus 11.5 they covered. They actually won 1 game. So they've won 2 of the 4 games this season so far. So everything, or I think there's 4 games. So they've won 2 of 4. So half the games this season they've already won. Obviously the playoffs, Minnesota has stepped it up. They've looked really good. No injury news. You got Niccolo on the Thunder for the Thunder. We ain't got to worry about that. He's been out, but not really anything we need to pay attention to. So, anyways, guys, Minnesota plus 8.5 spread is what I like for the sportsbook bet for this play. For our next plays, we're obviously going to be jumping over to the player props, the bread and butter, what most people come for. I got 3 player props I like, and then I've got 3 MLB props that I like. So we're blocking a free slip for both of these. I'm going to lock in $250 live on Parlay Play if you guys do want to tell. So, anyways, let's jump into our first play of the day. The first play is going to be for our man Julius Randle. So, Randle has been... he's been a playoff wagon, to say the least. So I've been running his points line about every game, and he's cashed me about every game. So his points line, 19.5. He's cashed it 8 of 10 games. There's only been 2 games, 1 game from the Golden State series, and then 1 game from the Lakers series where he actually chalked this, and it was game 1 of both of those. So if you look at it that way, you could assume game 1 might be the game he chalks for OKC, but that's just a pattern, guys. I'm not going to trust a pattern in sports betting. That's not something I look at personally. If it's a miss 1, hit 1, miss 1, hit 1, miss 1, hit 1, I'm not going to assume the next one's going to be a hit 1. I'm going to go through the odds and how I think he's going to play. So my gut tells me that Randle's going to step it up, that this is going to be a competitive game, and I think he's going to cash this in OKC. So let's go to the head-to-head data. He only has 2 games versus OKC, only 1 from this season. He dropped 11 points. He had 12 field goal attempts, shot 42%. He only played 27 minutes. So look at him in his last 10 games. He's averaging almost 40 minutes. Obviously, if the game stays competitive, Randle's going to play all the minutes he can handle. He should be able to get us 20 points a night with the way he's been playing. So Randle, 19.5 points is going to be my first play of the day. You can look at OKC points defense. We already know OKC has one of the best scoring defenses in the league. If you go to power forward, they give up 6th in the league, which is 21.6 points per game, which is plenty enough for our man Randle. I will pull it up on Props Madness. Now, I haven't checked this scoring chart yet. I pulled this up for the videos. I'm going to assume it's going to be red. So, yes, we've got red, orange, yellow. So, no greens here. He shoots 40% under the rim against the number 2 defense under the rim. Yes, this is going to be rough, but this is like this every single game. It was like this pretty much versus Golden State as well. It's not going to be the prettiest matchup. Regardless, Randle stepped it up, and a lot of this doesn't matter 100% to the T, especially going into these playoff games. So, that's not what I'm really concerned about too much. If it was green, obviously, I'd be happy. I don't like seeing red, obviously, but I do like the way Randle's been playing. He had 29 points and 31 points in his last 2 games. I think he comes out here. I think he gets us at least 20 tonight. So Randle over 19.5 points is pick number 1. We'll pull it up over here on Parlay Play. Randle. Regular payout. We'll pull it up on Prizepicks too. It should be regular payout. Actually, I lied to you right now. Randle, 20 points on Prizepicks. No point in playing it there, guys. It's just going to be worse payout or worse odds. Just take it somewhere else. But 19.5 on Parlay Play for regular payout looks good. So that's going to be pick number 1. Jumping into pick number 2, we're going to jump to the other side of the game, or the other side of the game. We're going to take the Thunder prop. My Thunder prop for today. So I'm playing it a little bit safer for this prop because these Thunder players have been hit or miss for me. The Thunder players have been the ones who have been chalking my slips for the most part. Last game it wasn't the Thunder player, it was Jamal Murray who chalked me. But this game I'm running with the GOAT, SGA. So I'm taking SGA's PRA and I'm going to buy it down. So if PRA is 43.5, you can get it at 39.5. I'm going to lock it in there. He's cashed 8 of his 10 games so far. If you look at this though, this is where it gets pretty. Head-to-head data versus Minnesota. 8 of 8 games versus Minnesota, he's cashed this line. Games from this season, we only have 4 games this season. He's cashed all 4, 45, 41, 53, and 57. 53 and 57 his last 2 games. Dude has been popping off versus the Timberwolves. I expect another big game tonight. I think they do try to slow Shea down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he's going to be able to get us at least 40 PRA. 40 PRA is honestly probably going to be a slowed down game for him, considered how well he's played the last few. But looking at Minnesota's PRA defense, our top 10 defense in every category. If you go to point guard, it's 3rd, 13th, and 11th. So a little bit better to the point guard position. They do have a boosted prop for Shea right now on Parlay Play with 28.5 points. His points line doesn't look bad, I will say. He's dropped almost 40 points or over 30 points a game in every single game except for 1 versus Minnesota. But if you look at his last 10, these playoff games, he struggled a little bit to score. Some other players have started stepping it up more, and I just don't trust 28.5 points. So for me, I'm going to fade to 28.5 and just run with the PRA at 39.5. So that's what I got locked in. You can lock in these two on Parlay Play for a 2.17x. That's our first two. And then we're going to jump into our third play of the day. Third play is going to be a boosted play on Parlay Play. They have our man, well, they took it down. That's tragic. So they had Anthony Edwards, 2.5 3 points made boosted. I don't know why they stopped the boost. It was like a 1.5x, which was the main reason I wanted to play it. But maybe it comes back. I'll probably hold out before I lock it in. But Ant-Man, 2.5 3-pointers made. I like this line a lot. So let's see here. 3 points made, over 2.5. He's cashed 6 of his last 10. Head-to-head, he's cashed 5 of 8 from games this season. They only have 4 games. He's cashed 3 of 4. Look at how many 3 points he's attempted. So over the course of 8 games, he's attempted 7 3-pointers per game, which honestly isn't that many for Ant-Man. Now, if you look at this season, 7, 12, 13, and 6. 2 of these 4 games, he has double-digit 3-pointer shot. So I'm expecting to get a big game from Ant-Man. I think he's going to hit 3 threes tonight. I think he's going to give us a lot of shot volume. Over his last 10, he's averaged 9.1 attempts per game. And there was a couple of games where he had 5 and 4. In one game, he shot 11 threes and missed every single one of them, which is insane for Ant-Man. But that was versus the Lakers. Anyways, I like this line, man. He had 5, 6, and 5 in his last 3 games. He's been hot on these 3-pointers. I don't think he changes it tonight versus OKC. I will say OKC's 3-point defense is 13th in the league. If you go to shooting guard, it's 5th. Point guard is 11th. I can pull up this 3-point line over here, and it's probably going to look ugly. Ant-Man. So, yes, he shoots 46% from behind the arc, playing against the 3rd best 3-points defense in the league. So, regardless, I'm not scared of this. I think Ant-Man's going to be able to do it tonight. Just 3. I think you get 3 of them, and I'm locking him in. So I'm going to wait to lock this in for the boost, see if the boost comes back because I don't want to play it twice. But it should come back, man. I don't know why they did that to me. That kind of sucks. It was literally they had Shea and then Ant-Man 3s boosted. But anyways, if you play these 3 together, you got a 3x slip if you wanted to. If I locked in $250 right now, it'd be $745 win. We're going to make a slip live, so just wait. Baseball. We're going to throw in some baseball picks. I'm going to pick the ones I like the best, and we're just going to make us a nice slip. So let's go ahead and jump over to MLB for our next 3 props. I will say these MLB props are going to be low payout. I play these in a 3-man on Prizepicks for a double up. A 3-man for a double up. So if that makes any sense to you guys, it's going to be a low payout. So just throwing it out there. I am playing a lot on this slip. This is pretty much a, for the ones who don't know, I have increased my unit size on Parlay Play only. I picked one app that I like to play more money on, and it was Parlay Play. So I'll be maxing out the boost when I can. My goal is to run up as much of a bag on Parlay Play as I can. I have a slip locked in already. Yesterday was decent. Bankroll's at the top right now for Parlay Play. But anyways, let's pull it up. So next 3 plays, baseball. First one's going to be for our man Lorenzen. So we're taking our man Michael Lorenzen. We're taking his pitching outs. His original line's 17.5. Here's what I'm doing. I'm buying them down to 14.5. At 14.5, this is extremely safe. Yes, he has 2 games where he hooked this line versus Detroit and Baltimore. They are playing against San Francisco. The Giants are a tough offense. If you scroll down here, 22nd best, or batting average is the best, 241. Their on-base percentage is high. So 13th best on-base percentage in the league at a 32% on-base percentage. Their OPS is 716, which is middle of the pack. Lorenzen has a 20% strikeout percentage, a 123 whip, and a 376 ERA. Now, I will say his pitch count, he's averaging 91 pitches per game. He has 1 game over 100 pitches. He's going to get around 90 pitches. He can get us. He just pitched 2 7-inning games versus Boston and versus Houston. That's 2 decent offenses as well. San Francisco's not a bad offense. They're not a great offense either. They're not like the Yankees or anything. But I do think our man Lorenzen can get us 5 innings regardless. He's 3-4 on the season, 376 ERA, 7.69 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is not even close to a strikeout per inning pitcher, and a 123 whip. Everything looks good. Head-to-head data versus San Francisco last season. He had 1 game where he had 13 pitching outs. I think he goes 5 innings. So Michael Lorenzen, 14.5, is going to be this first pick of the day. And I'm just going to tell you guys, it's going to be a low payout. I don't know exactly what it is off the top of my head, but don't expect some 1.5x. Maybe I cut that out. Maybe I don't. Sorry for sneezing. Excuse me. But let's find Lorenzen. So. Oh, no. They took Lorenzen off the board? All right, so Michael Lorenzen is current. Okay, yeah, he is. What? He's no pitching outs. They don't have his pitching outs on the board. See if it's on Prizepicks. Lorenzen. Pitching outs 14.5. They do have it on here. So I actually locked it in on Prizepicks. I'm not going to lie. I was going to relock it in on Parlay Play just to show you guys. But Lorenzen is on Prizepicks right now, 14.5. Like I said, it's going to be a terrible payout. That's why we're stacking 3 of these. But that's going to be our first one. The second one is going to be 4-man Tarek Skubal. So we're taking Skubal, and we're taking him over 14.5 pitching outs as well. His line's 18.5. I'm telling you guys, this one's going to be it's going to be one of those like 1.3x or 1.08 slips or props, whatever. He's cashed it 10 of 10 games. He's cashed it every single game this season, 9 of 9 stars. He's averaging 6 innings per game, averages 90 pitches. Not much to say about this one. Skubal should give us 5 innings. If he doesn't, then we're just really unlucky. They are playing against the Cardinals. We can come down here and look at the Cardinals' offense. They do have a good offense, one of the top offenses in terms of middle of the pack. They have a 238 batting average, a 323 OBP, which is on-base percentage. Their OPS is 684. Playing against Skubal, 34% strikeout pitcher. Insane, top 96 percentile. A .93 whip, which is top 93rd percentile. 267 ERA, which is top 79 percentile. Talking about one of the better pitchers in the league. So looking at Skubal, he's 4-2 on the season, 267. We already talked about it. 11.8 strikeouts per 9 innings. Very high strikeout pitcher. If you wanted to run K's might be a good one, depending on if you wanted to buy his line down slightly. But like Skubal a lot. At 14.5, which it doesn't look like they even have Skubal on the board at all. Looks like they took down everything on baseball. Parlay Play's been bad about that recently. It'll come back up, but we'll see. Pull up Skubal. So Prizepicks took him down too, which is tragic. I will show you guys a slip I locked in. These come back on the board, but the payouts just come back lower. So the payouts gradually get worse. But took Skubal. If you want to take him at 17.5, I think he goes 7 innings as well, or 6 innings. So you could run him at that as well if you wanted to play a little bit more risky. I'm not doing that, guys. I'm going for these double up 3-man. So that's all I'm saying. Skubal locked in. I already have him. And let's jump into our last play. Last play of the day is going to be 4-man Dylan Cease. This one I'm not running at 14.5. I'm actually running him at 17.5. 17.5 pitching outs. So looking at him on the season so far, he's only cashed it 3 of 9 games. I know that looks ugly. They are playing against the Blue Jays, playing in Toronto. If you look at him, Toronto has the 11th best batting average in the season in the league at a 249. They have the 19th best on-base percentage at 313. OPS is 690, which is a bottom 10 defense or bottom 10 offense. And if we look at Dylan Cease, he's 28.6% strikeout percentage, 1 of every 3 batters almost. He has a 134 whip. Then he has a 4.60 ERA, which looks a little bit rough, I'm not going to lie. So Dylan Cease is going to be a slight sweat, I think. Looking at his pitch count, he has a 92 pitches per game on average. He just pitched 103 versus the Angels. He just pitched 7 innings versus the Yankees. So the last 2 games, Cease has looked pretty dang good. I'm not going to lie. I expect a decent outing tonight versus Toronto. He's been stepping it up. I think he turns this season around. I don't think it continues to be a red season for him. And I think he cashes us out with 6 innings tonight versus the Blue Jays. So this is going to be the most risky play that I have, honestly. Let's see if they have Cease pulled up. So Dylan Cease, 17.5 is a 1.58x if you guys do want to lock him in. He's on here. Let's go back to let's filter this to pitching outs and see if we can find some of these others. So Skubal is here at 18.5. Unlucky we can't get him. Is Lorenzen here? First of all, Luzardo is a lock at 5 in my opinion. So I might lock him in. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what this payout is for this slip. I might just have to give you guys an extra play and just lock in Luzardo because Luzardo is probably my favorite 14.5 on the board anyway. But I know it's kind of sloppy, guys. I said this in the last video before it got removed. If you guys don't want me to lock in these slips live, just tell me. I know it gets more sloppy when I start building these lineups, but I felt like it made it a little bit more interesting as well. So you guys can actually see me lock in my unit size. But anyways, Randall, 19.5, SGA, Ant-Man, Cease, and Luzardo. You got a 5.6x. Let's take Cease off and see what it goes down to. Cease goes down to a 3.4x. Let's take Randall to 17.5 points and play it safer for him too. So I'm going for like a double up, a safe double up. So this prop right here is a 2.7x. Ant-Man, 2.5 threes. SGA, 40. Luzardo. I could swap SGA for another baseball play. These baseball 14.5 outs are so safe, man. It's so hard not to take them. Let's take Cease at 14.5. Throw that in. You got a goes from 2.7 to 3.14. And like I said, guys, this is obviously I'm doing this live, so I'm just building a slip how I normally would. I'm looking at payouts with a bunch of lines, and I'm kind of mixing and matching to try to figure out which line I like the most. So SGA, let's take him off, see what our payout is. 2.3x. I really like this slip. Now, it's 2 Minnesota players. If we take him off, 1.78x. Let's go back to NBA. Let's go back to Shea. If we get Shea at 39.5 again. 2.3x. I'm going to lock in this. I like this slip. Lizardo, Randall for 18 points, so we bought him down a little bit more. Cease for 14.5, and then SGA for 39.5. I like this slip. I'm hitting place. Locked in. 2.3x for 575. You can come over here to, well, did I get logged out? I'm not sure exactly what just happened. I don't have my tabs at the top anymore. Let's refresh. Where did my tabs go? All right, I don't know if Parlay Play is updating the app right now or what's going on. What I was about to do is hit track pick so you could see my slips. I'll hit refresh one more time. Maybe if I just do this. All right, so now I'm going to track picks. Dude, this is so buggy sometimes. So I got 2 slips locked in. You guys can look at that if you want. It's up to you. SGA, Randall, Cease, Lizardo. We just locked it in, 250 for 575. I'm getting off that so you can't see both slips. But anyways, you guys can pause the video if you wanted to do it that way. Just wanted to show you guys the slips locked in. It's live. It's legit. No scamming going on. But anyways, guys, those are our plays for today. So we have Randall points, SGA PRA, Ant-Man 2.5 3-pointers made, Lorenzen, Skubal, and Cease pitching outs, and then Minnesota plus 8.5. We're going to sweep. It's going to be a 7-0 sweep. I'm calling it right now. When we cash this slip, when I cash those slips I just showed you, both of them are going to cash if you pause the video. Both of them are cashing. When they cash, I better see you guys in VIP. Straight up, about to give you 2 free slips. They're right there. Lock them in. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you cash every play, and I will see you in tomorrow's video once we cash.